Osamu Tezuka's Astro Boy is deeply beloved in its native Japan, but it's only ever achieved cult success here in the West. We still remember playing and loving Astro Boy Omega Factor for the Game Boy Advance a decade ago, an imaginative action game that successfully captured that niche appeal. Sadly, Astro Boy Flight reflects the rather more recent, cynical exploitation of the brand seen in last year's Astro Boy Dash. This time, Animoca has ditched the endless runner and has bolted the Astro Boy property onto the 2D shoot-'em-up genre instead. The results are similarly underwhelming though. If you were designing a vertically scrolling shmup to introduce young kids to the core concepts, this is what you might come up with. You probably wouldn't pack it with a cynical IAP system and suck out any semblance of nuance though. Early progress involves steadily scrubbing back and forth across the screen. That's pretty much all you need to do to cut a swathe through the uniform lines of robots that come your way. Astro Boy's flight path is so restricted and his weapons spread so generously that erecting an impenetrable wall of laser death is pretty easy. Occasionally, a barrage of missiles will come your way, requiring evasion, but they're preceded by a jetpack joyride-style laser sighter to give you ample warning. The other thing to watch out for is the occasional random boss encounter, which typically throws a single strong attack at you every now and then. The challenge is only amped up by your enemies taking more hits to kill, requiring you to plow your virtual currency into upgrading your main weapon and the little wingman robots that fly alongside you. Here is where the game's heavy-handed in-app purchase system comes in. You see, your wingman robots are on a cooldown timer in between bouts. You can pay to speed this up with the game's coins. While you appear to get a constant stream of these coins from playing through, it turns out it's nowhere near enough to sustain your upgrade path once your initial allotment has been depleted. Not without considerable grinding or, of course, an in-app purchase. And given how repetitive, simplistic, and ultimately dull the gameplay is, even the most dedicated of Astro Boy nuts will be reluctant to plow that much time or money into such a pointless pursuit. This has been James with AppSpy.com. We review, you decide.